Okay guys, welcome to Non-Maiden Aggression. Today I will be previewing Jurracs. If you don't know what Jurracs do, they spam Logi and Dolka, because those are the only good dinosaur cards in existence for stun decks. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the main deck. Okay, so, this is backwards. We have 3 Gwaiba for our if you attack over something, summon something card. I don't know really how to describe that more than that. A lot of people have seen Gwaiba back from the Macro Rabbit days. Basically, you can attack over something, special summon whatever Jurrac you need, make your Logias, your Dolkas, your Black Roses, really any card. 3 Velos. Velo is your floater. When it's destroyed in face-up attack position, you can special summon another Jurrac from your deck. 3 Alo. Alo is your level 1 tuner. It also, when it's on the field, you can tribute it to special summon a Jurrac from your graveyard. 2 Jurrac Dino. Dino is like card D. Once you destroy a monster, you can target 1 Jurrac on the field, tribute it, and draw 2 cards at your end phase. We're playing an all-flyer deck, so we run Blaster, because a 2800 beat stick that can pop cards is retarded. We run Rabbit and 3 Cabazools, simply so that we can make Logi and Dolka on our first turn easier. 1 Rekindling, because Alo is a target. 1 what should be a Soul Charge, but I forgot to pick one up. Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Foolish Burial. Decent one-ofs. Foolish is for Blaster or Alo, depending on what you need in your situation. 1 for 1 to summon Alo. It also lets you go into 1-turn Logias and Dolkas if you have the correct cards in your hand. 2 Lances, because you use this for both defensive and offensive purposes, for running over cards and for simply protecting your Logi and Dolka. Same thing for dresses. I just choose to run 2 because sometimes monster effects are a problem. 2 MSTs, because I feel like 3 is too cloggy for this deck, and we always run, you know, the 1 extra in the sideboard. 2 Scapegoats. It lets you make level 5s with Alo and level 7s using Dino. It also lets you make Mistbird Cabazools, which is our only answer to Beals, really. 3 Shrinks, because again, we will be sitting there trying to attack over monsters, and this card just isn't expected by anybody. 3 Fossil Digs, because who doesn't like Rhoda for dinosaurs? And to our trap lineup, we run 2 Survival of the Fittest. You can target one of your monsters, it gains 1000 attack, and every time it destroys a monster when it destroys a monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row. And so we use that on Gwaiba and anything we really need to attack over. 1 Prideful Roar. It lets us attack over anything by paying a life point difference. And 1 Solemn Warning. We'll now move on to the extra deck, which is kind of generic for any sort of dinosaur deck, but 3 Logia for detach 2, negate a spell or trap, or special summon. 3 Dolka. Most people tend to run this at 2, but I like it 3 because monster effects are really heavy in this format. 1 Excitation Knight, simply for blowing the field, because we can make it simply by attacking over something with Gwaiba. 1 Honor Arc. Then 1 TG Hyper Librarian. I don't go into this card often, but it's there just in case I'm playing against a slower deck where I know I can make many synchros. 1 Velveto. I rarely go into this card, and if I do, it's just a stepping point to go into a different card, usually. Black Rose, because with Gwaiba's effect we can make it in 1 turn, and field clear is amazing. 2 Giganato. What Giganato does is for every Jurrac on the field gains 200 attack for every Jurrac in your graveyard. So this card can easily become 5,000 or 6,000 if you have 2 on the field. Mistbird Cabazools, our answer to Beals, really. And 1 Mistworm. And that's all for the main extra deck. And now we'll move on to the side. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, because why not? 2 Noblemen of Crossouts for dealing with hands and any really set cards. 1 Prohibition because I lost a Harpies for not having this card, and it upset me. 2 Fossil Dynas. I tend to like this card a lot more than Vanities or things because it's way easier to protect in a deck that you're sitting there changing attacks and defenses the entire day. 2 Electric Viruses for dealing with JD. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors for the same reason, and Deep Darks. If you don't know what this card does, when an effect monster that's level 5 or higher is summoned, it banishes it. 2 DNA Surgeries for Boojins, and Spellbooks, because it has a terrible spellbook matchup, and 1 Soul Drain, because the only effect we have that activates in the graveyard or banished is Rabbit and Velo. And that's it for the deck profile, guys. Like, subscribe, or, watch the rest of the videos.